Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. Let's go. Hit that like button. Mm, mm. Oh, yeah. We're gonna talk about it. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, man. Thank you for coming through. Please hit that like button, guys. Like and subscribe. Thank you. You saw it, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even have to say much. Miss Phins, clickbait. I'm like, I'm not even trying to clickbait or nothing. But he told you. See, I saw it. And he told you. And now, how we feeling, Miami? How we feeling, Dolphin fans? How are we feeling? Oh, man. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about it. Yes, I want to talk about it. We just had our next starting quarterback give out a presser. Um, And I want to react to it, guys. I want to react to it because personally, hey, uh, I kind of said it, but people, they're gonna always wanna, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to look for a specific word, but it's not coming to mind right now. They're lucky. It's not coming to mind. Let me go to home. Hold on. I'm trying to do something and I can't seem to find it. Um, Give me a second here. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Delusional? Hello, Aquavision in the building. Thank you. More of the Tour Flores stuff coming out. Great. Let it come out. I mean, I'm over it. Good morning, Miss Chance. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, guys. Michelle in the building, one of our awesome members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's right, Zach. Don't be afraid of these 2 ears. He's got his suit of armor. Zach Wilson said, not only am I going to Miami, I'm taking Miami with me. I'm making Miami my... But, I can't be mad at it. I like it. Oh, come on, man. What is this? Okay. It's about time. Sorry, this crap really was pissing me off. Oh, man. Thank you. Jesus. Anyways. So yeah, I think this is great. This is great stuff, guys. We're gonna discuss the Stack Wilson. I don't know if I want to play it because I don't want to get copywritten. Not that I think Miami does, because it's free promotion, so why would they? But you never know. So I'm not trying to lose my the 3 cents I make from these videos, or lives. Oh man, sorry. Let me just get this one thingy done. Then we can move forward. But you tell me, guys, did you guys see the presser I'm talking about? Or am I like the only person on earth that saw it? Because I can't be the only person on earth that saw Zach Wilson talk about being a starter. Like, I'm not the only person, am I? Did you guys see it too? I know somebody else saw it. It's no way it was just me that saw this. Hmm? I'm just saying. Anywho, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, Zach Wilson, and this is why I did this, and people got mad. Miami Dolphins 2025 next starting quarterback. I don't know why people got upset when I put that. I had well, some people said clickbait, but it wasn't clickbait. I mean, I think logical progression of what our situation is with Tua Tagovailoa, it only makes sense that what am I doing? It only makes sense that, you know, oh gosh, it's it only makes sense that Zach Wilson will eventually have an opportunity to start. I mean, it kind of, if you're a backup quarterback and you want an opportunity to start, I mean, you have a very good opportunity to start in Miami because of Tua's health situation. You know, he's always getting injured every year practically. So there's a good chance you can go ahead and start. So if he really does believe, then this is, I don't think there's a better opportunity for him to actually start than that one. And I think that's why what do you call it? I think that's probably why he came over here, which is smart. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, our next starting quarterback literally say, I still believe I can be a starter. I mean, that's awesome. That's smart though. If you think you can be a starter, then why not put yourself in the best position to do it? And that is 100% Miami. Take a look at all the other positions available, all the other backup quarterback positions, and all the other teams. Let's just go in the division. Jets not gonna happen. He's not going back to the Jets, obviously. Patriots, they already got their guy, plus they got Milton, which they're considering trading. Bills, they got their guy. Pittsburgh, they don't know what's going on, but yeah, you may start. It may not be a good opportunity for you. The Browns, another bad organization that ruins quarterbacks. Cincinnati, you're not seeing the field unless it's a catastrophic injury. Ravens, you're not seeing the field either. They already got their guy. Titans, they're drafting a quarterback, so you're going to sit behind him. Trevor Lawrence, you're going to be behind him. Anthony Richardson, I mean, the Colts, if I'm not mistaken, they already got their guy. So do the Texans, so do the Chargers. Maybe the Raiders might have been a good option, but nope, because I believe they're going to probably draft a quarterback if they didn't have already get one. Nobody's gonna beat Patrick Mahomes for the starting job, and obviously he just came from the Denver. That's just the AFC, ladies and gentlemen. That's just the AFC. We're not even counting NFC. So yeah, if you take a look at it, this probably gives him the best chance for him to actually play and start. Look at and they asked him, "Hey, how do you see yourself, in this journeyman role? Do you see yourself? How do you navigate that?" And that's when he pretty much said, "I still think I can be a starter in this league." And he doesn't consider himself a journeyman. He really is going to do it so he can get a starting position. And he even, I mean, we already know he's not going to start the season unless it's a catastrophic like injury that Tua gets in the offseason. There's no reason why Zach Wilson should see the field in week one. Zero. Zero. But I mean, are you even surprised? At least he's hungry. He's trying to be on the field. And they asked him like, what interests you about coming over here to Miami with the coaching staff and stuff. And he said it. I'm like, look at what happened with Tua and Tua's development. I mean, with McDaniel and the coaching, you know, you could see his development in Tua improving and getting better. Which is completely true because guess what? With McDaniel and all that focus on the offense, yeah. Tua's numbers skyrocketed. Are you kidding me? He was in MVP talks, guys. So if you're coming from the Jets, which is a horrible organization when it comes to quarterbacks, bar none, they're great at drafting wide receivers and linemen. They suck with quarterbacks. This is the truth. And then you see the Miami, okay, there's not that many options out there, but at least with Miami, I get a chance to play. And stop it, delusional. You sound like a hater. Tua Tagovailoa was in national MVP talks. Don't even play like he wasn't because he was, okay? No, no, and I'm not talking about Acho, just Acho, okay? Anyways, but yeah, like really turned Tua into this prolific offensive juggernaut, you know? Led the league in yards and other stuff. So he feels confident that, having a staff and a coaching staff that can do that for a guy like Tua, that he should be able to go ahead and benefit from. There you go. So you can see my little guy still. There you go. He can still benefit and learn and still develop and add to it. So, yeah, it absolutely makes sense. He would want to come over here to Miami. Are you kidding me? This is a perfect situation from him, which is why I said it, and I wasn't even trying to be funny. Zach Wilson is the next Miami Dolphins starting quarterback. And your starting quarterbacks nowadays, they're not making $2 million. They're not making league minimum. I mean, on the cheap end, you're paying at least $5 million. At least nowadays with the backup quarterback. You have to understand, I mean, because the cap keeps going up, you're gonna have everybody's position goes up, even the backups. So having somebody like Wilson, that's gonna be able to what do you call it? It's gonna be able to help him. Wilson having somebody like McDaniel is gonna help him to be able to develop as well. And one thing that I saw in a press conference, which I kind of liked, I like that hunger. And I did like that he even because they asked him like, what did you learn over there with the Broncos? He's like, it was a good staff, and he liked that he was able to go ahead and add to his game. You know, work on his processing of the field. You know, and really going through his progressions better. Um, I mean, you're playing for a Super Bowl winning head coach and Sean Payton, and literally who had one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time in Drew Brees, who absolutely put everything around him to make him better. Now, were they expecting to get what they got out of Bo Nix? Absolutely not, which is why Zach didn't really play that much in with the Broncos, but even then, you know, I like that he was able to say, hey, these are the stuff I got to work on, but this is what helped me being over here with this kind of head coach. I don't know about you. Listen, um, this is all we got. You know what I mean? This is all we got. So I expect for, excuse me, I expect for us to have, I don't want to say a quarterback competition in the off season. That was one other thing that really stuck out for me too. They asked him, how are you going to showcase that you're a starter here in Miami? And I think he gave the best answer he possibly could have. He said, "Oh, that starts in practice. Put in my best foot forward, taking it one day at a time." And I was like, "That's the mentality. That's the mentality. You show that in practice." Excuse me. That's the mentality. To offensive, exploding. Ah, that's funny. But yeah, so you see here now you have him, you have Zach. He's showing you, okay, I know in this place I'm gonna have a shot essentially. He essentially said it without saying everything we already know, guys. With Tua always going down, he's gonna have an opportunity to start. What up, Blue Jay? Yankee fan. Welcome, welcome. I hope he takes Tua's job. Well, you know, that's 100% on Tua. That is 100% on Tua. Because at the end of the day, Tua only have himself to blame. Nobody else. Guys, do me a favor. Please hit that like button. We got over 40 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button. Guys, thank you so much for coming through. Please hit that like button. But I like the attitude. He also mentioned that, you know, one thing that he's looking forward to do, because they asked him, hey, what are you going to be doing, if given the opportunity to go ahead and start, a game? Like, how are you going to showcase that you're a starter in game? And he mentioned, oh well, I mean, having control of the huddle, having control of the offense, making sure that the guys know, what's going on, hearing the plays where they need to go, and also making it as seamless as possible with him being in there, because they asked him, hey, being a starter, it's a lot of stress in every position, but in the quarterback, it's a little bit more. So how do you deal with that? And that's what he said. Taking command in the offense and the huddle, making sure his guys are aware of what they need to do, and then execute. I like that. I like that. That's awesome, because that's exactly the attitude you need to have. You got to believe in yourself. I mean, how you do it also is also a thing, but you don't have to be a jerk about it, but you can have self-confidence. I don't know any athlete that truly wants to just be mediocre. Well, I mean, if you're an athlete by nature, you're a competitive person, A, and B, you wanna you wanna be the best. I don't it just it makes no sense for you to want to be an athlete to I just want to be at the bottom. Like, no, that makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. But hey, I'll tell you this what Zach Wilson is saying might actually keep Tua upright because I think Tua is understanding. Yeah, I know I'm getting all this money. Yeah, I know I'm doing this, but I truly believe this is the only starting position Tua will ever have in his entire career. I think if not if when he's no longer in the Dolphins, because eventually it's gonna happen. So whether it's now or in 10 years, whenever Tua's no longer with the Dolphins, I don't think he's gonna have another starting position. In my opinion, that's my opinion. You can say whatever you want. Maybe in a super bad team that has no other choice, and they need a bridge quarterback, then I can see him starting as a bridge quarterback. But I don't think as a straight up, yeah, I don't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. So, but to me, I like what I heard. I like what I heard. I like the confidence. That's what I want to hear from my quarterback. And I think knowing that, because let's be honest. The Dolphins didn't bring in, they didn't bring in, I don't even know I don't even know what kind of example I want to give. But Dolphins didn't actually bring like a real QB competition. It's more like, well, if he gets injured, here you go, kind of backup. Because if there was really somebody that could threaten to us starting position, it would have never been Zach Wilson, in my opinion. Oh man, you're funny. Hey, what's up, JC? What's up, Dolphin Don? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, AB. Um, but yeah, and to me, I actually like that Zach Wilson really is focused on maximizing his opportunity here in Miami, and there's nothing wrong with that. Which is why it's even better for us because that means Tua's gonna feel that fire without it being so obvious. Oh, he's just a backup. He's just a backup. Oh, he's just a backup that got a cannon. Don't get me wrong, Zach Wilson is not, we're not talking, we got Brady as a backup, please. But he's got skills. He's got some upside. He's got several things he needs to work on. But one of the things he does have that Tua does not have, and you can be mad at me all you want, he doesn't. Not to this level. And that is a cannon. Now, I will tell you this, though. Tua is 100% more accurate than Zach Wilson. That's not even a question. Don't even bother arguing with me, people. Tua Tagovailoa is absolutely more accurate than Zach Wilson. But Zach Wilson has a much better arm, and he actually has a much better route tree that he can throw to. He can throw inside the numbers, outside the numbers. He can throw the deep balls as well. His arm doesn't get tired at the end of the game. He can scramble. He can get out of the pocket. He can extend plays. He's also a midget, so that's a problem and a concern for me. But he uses his leg to be able to see. And when it comes to pressure, he's already been there, done that. He was behind Aaron Rodgers. And when Aaron Rodgers went down in 60 seconds, God, in 60 seconds, Zach Wilson literally had to come into the first game of the season 2 years ago and win the game. With all that pressure, he had zero expectations of playing that first game last year. And it was versus the Bills, a divisional rival. I mean, thank you, Delusion. I think this is a perfect way to describe it. Zach Wilson is unassuming. He's just there. He's a guy. But he's kind of pretty much telling you, yeah, I'm a guy. I still believe I can be a starter in this league. So to me, it's a win-win situation for the Dolphins. Is Tua gonna now make business decisions to protect himself instead of making these extremely dumb moves that it's okay that you do them, but protect yourself. If you're gonna go and scramble and go for a first down, maybe don't lead with your head. Maybe slide. Maybe do what every other quarterback does in this league. Slide. Sorry. That was a little intense, I know, but this dude, I'm telling you. Anyways, but yeah, that's why I'm like, I think this is a perfect line. Zach Wilson is unassuming. He's not a real threat to the starting position, but that boy is a loaded gun. The second he gets an opportunity, is he gonna give it up? Or is Tua gonna be placed on IR to protect himself and not be harassed every week? When are you coming back? When are you coming back? When are you coming back? What up, Mr. Punk in the building? One of our awesome members. Good morning, Miss Fans and Phins family. Everyone coming here. Hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate the support, man. But seriously, I love what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing from Zach Wilson. And you can see, as an athlete, your job is not to get ready. Mm-mm. Even if you're a backup, your job is not to get ready. Your job is to be ready. I have a feeling that Zach Wilson is gonna be ready for whenever his number's called. Main reason is because he's already done it. He's already done it. He already had to be behind Aaron Rodgers and carry the load. And can you believe this? They crapped on Zach Wilson so much, and he ended up having a better record than Aaron Rodgers, winning more games than Aaron Rodgers. With, and it wasn't just Aaron Rodgers, it was Aaron Rodgers with his number one weapon in Devontae Adams. So yeah, when I say I feel very confident Zach Wilson coming in and actually doing something if he needs to, because Tua's down for whatever reason, let's go. And look, this is really more on Mike McDaniel. Can you do with Zach Wilson what you did with Tua Tagovailoa? Ladies and gentlemen, if Mike McDaniel can KOD Zach Wilson, Kevin Kevin O'Connell, it's KOC, sorry. If he can KOC, which is Kevin O'Connell is the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, if he can do that with Zach Wilson, look at nobody thought Sam Darnold had anything under him. He also came from the Jets. If you get drafted by the Jets to be a quarterback, you're screwed. Period. That organization does not know how to develop quarterbacks or how to even treat quarterbacks or just dealing with quarterbacks, period. It is what it is. I mean, they just can't. I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't be surprised if Zach outplays Tua in training camp. I'll tell you this, he's gonna try. Oh, and I'm gonna be there. Cause you know every off season, Miss Phins is right there reporting for duty. Exact. Thank you, Mr. Pope. Geno Smith made it to 9 teams before he got his shot in Seattle. A 3-year contract, $100 million. And let's be honest, if Sam Darnold hadn't been so bad in that last game, which realistically speaking, you got to give it up to the opposing defense. I mean, they really disrupted him. But in that last game that he played last year with the Vikings, guys, he left $40 million a year on the table and went down to like $25 million a year. He straight up left easily Baker Mayfield kind of contract, 30 mil per, fully guaranteed essentially. Kirko Chains. He went to Seattle to get something similar, but he was about to get paid more than all of them. Still similar kind of construct, maybe 3 years, 120 million for those 3 years with maybe one voidable year. But no. So what we're seeing the teams out here do with like a Geno, with like a Sam Darnold, with like a Baker, it's the second coming of these guys' careers, finding the right situation for themselves. Now we're no longer looking at $65 million contract. This insane amount of mediocre quarterbacks, average quarterbacks getting $60 million a year. Just because they're the next man. Man, I'm telling you. So what are the teams? And I don't know if anybody's noticing this. The teams are like, yeah, we're not about to be paying these ridiculous quarterback money. They're doing to the QB position what they've done to the tight end and to the running back position. They're devaluing the position, the QB position. Now, if you're elite, you're always going to get your money. That's not what I'm talking about. You should get your money. If you're an elite quarterback, absolutely. Stop it, JC. Purdy wants 59. Man, if Purdy doesn't stop, he's about to be shipped off to the Carolina Panthers. Go get your 59. Because it's not going to be. What's his name? Oh, God. Kyle Shanahan is getting fired if they give him. Fire the man if they give that guy $59 million. Nope. I heard Purdy wants 65. Oh, I can't even. The nerve of some of these quarterbacks. Can't, now, mind you, I'm willing, and I think that Purdy does deserve a big contract, but 59, 65 million, get out of here. Yeah, he made it to the Super Bowl. Bro, you had a super team. You had insane defense. And you had weapons galore. You had the number one running back in the league for like 3 years. Mr. Mr. Irrelevant trying to be relevant. Man, that's perfect. QBs don't take pay cuts, which is true. But organizations are forcing pay cuts, is my point. Organizations are like, yeah, mm, nah. Well, just pay somebody else that already has experience and giving 25, 30 mil a year for 2 years, 3 years. And that's it. This whole 60 million, stop. This is that little, man, I feel extremely confident when I say that Brock Purdy's not going to see anything near $60 million. No. And if he does, they're not going back. They're not going back to the Super Bowl anytime soon at all. Because the reason why they were able to get him to the Super Bowl and all the weapons he had is because they literally maxed out 4 or 5 of the players they had. I think two on defense and three on offense. And that's the reason they were able to afford major weapons. I don't mean like bums. I mean top of the line in receivers, running back, defensive ends, D tackles, like. And I agree with you, JC. No QB should be getting paid higher than Mahomes, Allen, or Lamar. It's insane. And I'm not gonna lie, these agents think, oh well, I mean, think about it. The cap space is gonna go up, so you can't pay my guy that. No, stop. And this is why you're seeing that second level tier quarterback. You got the rookies; they're always gonna be rookies until they're not. You know what I mean? Rookie contracts. But now you're seeing this market of, yeah, you did some stuff, but you're not all that. So I'm not paying you that kind of money. So you're gonna have to, be a mini journeyman and try to find your spot and have some success and then get a decent contract. Which now, if you look at it, the Baker Mayfield, the Sam Darnold, the Kirk Cousins, they're having those kind of $30 million contracts per year, 35, $40 million contracts a year, which to me is more than enough for quarterbacks. You have guys that have done nothing in the postseason asking for, I mean, again, pretty different because he actually made it to the Super Bowl, but because he had everything around him and he thinks he's going to be able to still have a high level roster around him. Look at what happened when he lost 3 of his guys. They went on a 3-game losing streak. Please. Dolphin Don says, I think the QB pay scale has been chilled by Prescott, Lawrence, and Tua deals. Mm. Mm. Yeah, and didn't let me throw another name for you. Jordan Love. You could throw him in here too. But Love has upside. Prescott already reached his max. He's done. He's going to be consistently playing at the level that he's at. You know what I mean? But Lawrence is no real. He already reached his max. Two already reached his max. They are who they are at this point. But man, trying to get 50, 60, please. Please. Win a Super Bowl and then maybe we'll consider. But look at what the Eagles did. They had to pay Jalen Hurts. And they did. And then he won a Super Bowl. That's a smartly run organization. They're not overpaying people left and right, but they understand, okay, we got these guys that are coming up. Okay, sorry, buddy. You got to go. We're going to have to find somebody a little bit cheaper. Maybe year 1 or 2 year contract, see what you got. Then maybe we can extend. I'll take the Eagles front office at this point. I mean, the best move they could have done, Saquon. put that team on his back, and Jalen Hurts maximized it because he was able to utilize having finally a real run game. Well, not true. He's always had a run game. I'm not gonna disrespect the other running backs, but Saquon proved himself that he was at another level. You know what I mean? Miss Phins, I wonder what it would be like to have to have a smartly run organization. Me too. We don't have to wonder. We know what it is. The Eagles right now, like Kansas City Chiefs, proving to you, yeah, we got our guy. They won 2 Super Bowls and locked them up for $500 million. Obviously, they made it super team friendly, but he's like, I'm not going anywhere. So, and they're like, you're not going anywhere. So we don't mind giving you all this money because we're going to restrict you no matter what. Anyways. So right now, Zach Wilson telling me, hey, I can be a starter. Beautiful. Where do you show it? Practice. One day at a time. Music to my ears, baby. Because that means this training camp, Tua's going to have a little fire behind him. See, Tua has never in his entire career, whether it was high school, college, or the pros, has had a quarterback competition. Never. Never. And in case you didn't hear me, never. Okay? So now Tua understands. He hears this. You don't think somebody's telling him this, please? Well, I mean, he's gonna be buddies with Zach Wilson. Oh yeah, because Tua's a good guy. So like, why wouldn't you want to? He's your backup, right? Well, you better keep him as your backup because the second you go down, Zach Wilson's like, I'm ready to start. So you tell me, coach, when we're going to make this happen. And the thing is, Zach Wilson has already proven that he can come in a hot minute and produce. Look at not last year, 2 years ago. He already did it. And probably one of the highest, most stressful positions you could be placed. Aaron Rodgers 2 years ago literally had a commercial in his entrance to the stadium with the flag. I still remember the flag. I'm like, oh man, they're just about to destroy the Bills. Let's go. But I really don't like Aaron Rodgers. Not none of the personal stuff. I don't care about his personal life. As a player, I don't like him. But that's just me. You guys know this already. Now you have somebody, Tua, that's pretty much he's telling the entire NFL and the Miami Dolphins, I'm I, I'm here to start. You just tell me when that is, coach. And I like that he's willing to put in the work. You already see the little videos out there in the gym, hitting the weights, getting some throws in. I like that. I want somebody to be hungry. You guys remember the movie Too Fast, Too Furious with Tyrese and Paul Walker or Brian Spillner? Is asking, man, why you always eating? He's like, man, you never know when you're going back. And I'm hungry. I gotta eat. So every second in that movie, in Too Fast, Too Furious, you saw Tyrese with something that he was eating. Bread, cookies, whatever it was. The man was always eating. He was always hungry. Zach Wilson's telling you, I'm hungry. I'm staying hungry. And I like, you know what? I like that. I want you to want to be here. I want you to want to start. I want you to compete. I want you to want to be the best. Now, look, you can want to be the best all you want and not have the physical abilities. Someone else could outdo you. If that's the case, that's life. That's part of life. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you this: Tua better not. Tua, this is going to give Tua the right motivation, in my opinion. Instead of being all cushy, I'm the franchise quarterback. I just got paid $3 billion. It's more like, ooh, uh, you want to start, my guy? Okay, I see you. I see you. So yeah, that's gonna be a little firecracker for Tua. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Little firecracker. Oh yeah. Told you better not sleep. Cause he is behind you and he is hungry. Zach Wilson wanna eat off your plate. And I'm loving it. Yes, it's been 2 years since A-Rod got injured versus Buffalo. Is he more than he is partying like it's 1999. Wilson not wrong because he will be a starter for at least a few games. And then people wonder why I say Zach Wilson is the next Miami Dolphins starting quarterback. I'm literally saying that, ladies and gentlemen, because Tua has only been healthy for 1 year out of 5. That's 80% chance for him to get injured and be out for minimum 2 games. Minimum. I'm telling you, Tua's been eating on the yards. Leave the man alone. He's taking a break. That's fine. As long as he comes back and he's laser focused and he does what he needs to do, take us to the playoffs and to the AFC Championship, because that's all I will accept. I'm not okay. I don't know how some of these fans are okay with just win as a playoff game. What is a playoff game? Should have done that 2 years ago. I want to see nothing about no winning a playoff game. I need to see the AFC Championship. You better give me an opportunity and a shot at the Super Bowl, even if we lose. If we don't make it to that third round, don't talk to me. I don't want to see it. It's a failure. I am not okay with just a playoff win. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be happy getting that monkey off our back. But no way on earth am I going to be okay with a playoff win. Give me a playoff win, please. Man, no, I don't blame fans feeling that way. But it's just not good enough for me. Oh, Miss Phins, you want it all? Yes, I do. I want a Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl. I want to see in my lifetime that my team wins a Super Bowl. And guess what? Somebody in his own flipping two people in his own draft class have already made it to Super Bowls. One of them twice and one at the second time. Water break. So yeah, I want a Super Bowl. And I am a Dolphin fan. So it does not matter who gets me there. And if it's Tua, thank you, Lord. If it's Zach, let's get it on. But I just want to be and get a Super Bowl. That's it. But I'm liking what I'm hearing from Zach Wilson. And you know what? It's exactly what I would expect a backup quarterback to say. What up, Kenneth? Is Zach Wilson Matt Moore 2.0? Listen, I love Matt Moore. Number 8 on the Miami Dolphins. Matt Moore. I love Matt Moore. Love Matt Moore. I am a Matt Moore fan. I am a true fangirl for Matt Moore. The greatest backup quarterback we've ever had. Besides, I mean, I'm not talking about in the 70s. Earl Morrall literally won a Super Bowl. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about right now, within the last 20 years. Matt Moore's the greatest backup quarterback we've ever had. I love him. I'll take a Zach 2.0. I love Matt Moore. So if Zach can be him 2.0, let's get it. Let's get it. I'm telling you right now. What up, context? Zach has a ton of raw talent. Yes, he does. Which, this is what I'm saying. If Mike McDaniel can do what Kevin O'Connell did with Sam Darnold, what Tim Boyle did, not Tim Boyle, what am I talking about? Sorry. Head coach for the Bucks. My God, I'm seeing his face and I can't think of his name. Help me out, guys. The head coach for the Bucks. Tim. I can't. But you know who I'm talking about. If he can do what he did with Baker Mayfield, Todd Bowles. Thank you. I know it was a T name. Todd Bowles. Appreciate it, Dolphin Don. Todd Bowles can do what he did with Baker Mayfield. Kevin O'Connell did what he did with Sam Darnold. Up there when what the fuck is this man's name? The oldest head coach right now in the league. Seattle. If up there in Seattle they gave Geno, and look at what Geno did after 9 teams, came back and resurrected, yeah, his career like that. These guys doing it like that. Even Kirk Cousins over there with Atlanta. These guys doing it. I mean, if Mike McDaniel could do that with Zach Wilson, great. And I know people are saying Tua's not going to be a backup for $50 million. Guys, there are ways to get out of contracts, okay? Miss Phins, do you think Matt Moore was underrated as a good backup quarterback or even a starter? I do. In my opinion, I think that Matt Moore, he was always ready. As a starter, though, I think he needed a little bit more. Because when you're a backup, you have an inconsistency in play time. So you're not always playing in real games. But I think if he actually got the opportunity to play a full season, multiple years, then yeah, I think that Matt Moore would have been a decent starter. But at the end of the day, that could actually save Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer. If Tua does go down and then they say, hey, man, you got an opportunity. And one thing that Zach has is experience. I love experience. He's been a starter for many years. He's had the backup role has had to come in, hot without expectations of playing and still produce. So for me, yeah, and he's got a big arm. Not as accurate as Tua, but he defends himself with that. He's still decent. So for me, this is a good pickup, and I like his attitude a lot. Yeah, I can still be a starter. And I'm putting myself in a position to be able to get an opportunity. If it happens, I'm ready. All that tells me is Tua is about to play all 17 games, and we're going to the AFC Championship, baby. Let's go. Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I am so ready for it, man. Oh, man. I'm so ready for it because I'm telling you right now. Ooh. Oh, me. There you go. There you go. Towards arm is not on Zach levels. Yeah, he's got Zach Wilson definitely has a much bigger arm and can actually make a lot of the throws Tua can't. Don't argue with me. Doesn't mean Tua hasn't done it. He just can't do it consistently. And his arm gets tired towards the end of the season. Argue with someone else, okay? But one thing I can tell you is Zach Wilson can bomb that ball. He's got a strong arm. And I'm loving what I'm seeing from already without really being, in there like that. Guys, hit that like button for me if you haven't done so already. It really does help out the channel. Guys, it's the best and easiest way to do it. Um, but I'm telling you right now, Tua's about to play all 17 games because if he doesn't, if he misses one game and Zach Wilson comes in and does take command, I'm telling you right now, I expect Zach Wilson to eat up that book and that playbook. That playbook. I expect Zach Wilson to just be a student to Mike McDaniel and to bust his booty in training camp and in practice. Because I'm telling you right now, the same little fire to a fell with his 5th-year option, and all of a sudden now he can be 17 games healthy. Same thing over here with Zach Wilson telling you, oh, hey, buddy, stay upright. Because if you don't, I got your back. Uh huh. Oh, yeah. What up, Billy? Zach said, I'm not leaving Miami. Zach said, I'm coming for your job, pretty much, without saying it. He said, I still believe I could be a starter. If that doesn't tell you what you need to know, Tua, if that doesn't light a little fire in your tuchus to go out here and ball and stay upright, ooh, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to have the greatest season of all time. Watch. Okay, maybe I put on my super homer hat for that one, but still, he's something to root for. Let's not forget, Zach is only 25 and he's younger. Man, Tua better not play. Tua better not play. Tua's about to. Don't lose your starting job to Zach Wilson. Tua nears big, man. Oh, guys, that's funny. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, I can be a starter. That's all you needed to know. So shout out to the next starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, ladies and gentlemen. Just like I told you, and he told you himself. Zach Wilson's so ready to start, and he knows it too. And this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget he's been in this division already. He knows how to play versus the Miami Dolphins defense. He knows what he's looking at when it comes to the offense because he's been on the opposite side. He knows the division. He knows his divisional opponent. I'm telling you right now, man. Shoot. Can the Dolphins question? It just came to me, and I think it's because I saw somebody say, yeah, Zach Wilson season start in December. Look, I'm not even trying to be funny, but do you think it's possible? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Could could the Dolphins maybe do what the Eagles did a few years ago with Carson Wentz and Nick Foles? I mean, is that possible? I, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We've seen it happen multiple times. Heck, the Dolphins were the first one to do it, and they went perfect. But I mean, hear me out. That, that would be so amazing. Oh, that would be so amazing. I'm telling you right now, I don't even know what number he's gonna be wearing as a jersey. To be honest with you, I think somebody just jersey swapped that photo on there, but that would be insane. Because if we count backwards, an 8 game run means you got the Super Bowl, you got the AFC Conference Championship, you got the divisional round. Oh, we're probably gonna make it as a wild card, if we're gonna be honest. That's 4 games right there, right in the playoffs that you need to win. And then you got week 18, week 17, week 16, week 15. That's the other 8 games. I mean, 4 games to complete the 8 games. Okay? That's the last quarter of the regular season and then the playoffs. I'm just saying we've seen this movie before. We've seen this movie before. And if Zach really does take up, and he told you, they asked him, how do you show that you can be a starter in a team when given the opportunities to make it seamless, like nothing's changed? Take control of the offense, take control of the huddle, make sure the guys know where they need to go, make sure they get all the information that they need, make sure the players come out. I was like, and guess what? Zach Wilson can read his first and second read at least. He told you he got better at making his reads over there with Denver with Sean Payton. It's a possibility. I'm just saying. That would be amazing, though. I'm not gonna lie. I would be insufferable as a Dolphin fan. I would, as any fan of the Super Bowl winning team should be. That's why Eagle fans are like they're always insufferable, but you know they just won a Super Bowl, so you gotta take it a little extra. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, I gotta go. But that's why I wanted to talk to you. I heard this press conference by him. It's a little questionnaire that they did. They had a few reporters on like a Zoom call and stuff. They did a bunch of the players that they just brought in. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved what I heard from Zach Wilson. I loved his enthusiasm, and the confidence. I'm telling you, this might keep Tua upright all 17 games just to make sure the man doesn't, d- you know, doesn't lose his starting job. Lance says, besides Ryan Fitzpatrick, Zach Wilson is our most compelling backup in Tua's era. Yeah, pretty much. All I know is we got zero Sack. Yeah, zero. Sack realizes that he sees again the Baker Mayfields, the Sam Darnold, the Geno Smith, the Kirk Cousins. These guys getting opportunities after being in 2, 3 teams, some even more, and really going out there, taking advantage of that opportunity and coming out, even if it's the same team or a different team, and getting $100+ million, because those contracts tend to be about 100 plus, between 100 to 120. They could be anywhere between 2 to 4 years. Come on. Why wouldn't you want that? And all I need is a shot. Well, where else am I gonna get a shot? Except the one place where the guy is it's got a 20% chance of staying upright. Like, exactly. I was gonna say that. Watch this guy stay healthy all season. I'm telling you right now, this might be that little fire for Tua to stay. He's gonna be making a lot of business decisions. Watch. We're about to see Tua slipping and sliding. Am I eight? Take it to the house. That's the way we take it to the house. Take it to the house. Boom. Boom, boom. Man, Tua's about to be slipping and sliding. You're gonna see him. Whoosh, whoosh. He's not about to go head first into any tackle anymore. He's like, I'm not getting no concussions. I'm not, you can see Tua with a broken hand. Nope, I'm good. Let's go. And you're like, but Tua, you have no ligament. You're dragging your hand. It's fine. Put a cast on it. Telling you right now. Watch. Tua's about to play all 70. Tua's about to win us a playoff win. We're about to get a playoff win from Tua. That's how much incognito-ish, nonchalantly, unassumingly, Zach Wilson is putting that fire that Tua needs to stay upright and do his job. Because the last thing he wants is to get benched. He's seen that in his career already. So, hey, at the end of the day, it always comes down to the same thing for us. Tua, it's you. It's on you, mate. It's on you, mate. And I'm here for it. I just want to win. I just want to win. Whoever gives me the best chance to win, baby, let's go. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. That would be amazing. To hoist the Lombardi at season's end. Anyhow. Okay, guys, I gotta get out of here. Thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you guys. If you haven't done so already and you've seen the content and you like what you're seeing, do me a favor, please hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, share and subscribe. Let everybody else know we are pushing to get to 2,000 in the off season before the season starts, guys. We're about 30 something away from 1,600 already. So please do me a favor. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitter and Twitch. Come over here to YouTube, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Okay? Like and subscribe to the channel so where you're going to continue to get even more content over here. But I saw that press conference and I was just giddy. I was giddy. I'm like, ooh, look at my backup quarterback. Let's go. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming through. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't done so again, please, please, please Thank you very much. Take care, guys. And as always, bye bye.